What up? Welcome to Rock Hard News, where we're going to keep you up to date in all your favorite bands' news. I'm Acid Games TV. This right here is...
What's up, everybody? I'm Evil. You know what it is.
Yo, so today we've got a story. We're going to get right into it. And matter of fact, this is our third video together where we've been talking about bands and metal and stuff that Cory has come up every single time. All right,
Every
so
time.
today we got our boy Cory Taylor coming through like an absolute boss and angel. I don't know if any of you know what's going on. I'm sure everybody does, but Travis Scott, he threw a concert at Astroworld. I think 8 people or 10 people died. But then Cory Taylor at his live show had something to say out to the victims. So we're going to go ahead and brief you on what's going on here.
So our information is coming from loudwire.com. It says Slipknot's vocalist Cory Taylor recently addressed the Astroworld tragedy during a concert. You can watch the fan-recorded video below. Last weekend, November 5th, 8 people were killed and hundreds were injured at Travis Scott's Astroworld Music Festival in Houston, Texas, according to Vulture. And they're even saying that a 9th victim died on November 10th. And dude, there was 50,000 people attending that show.
I know. Concert goers ran towards the stage at around 9:30 p.m. during Scott's set, leading to 25 people being hospitalized and 8 confirmed dead during what people are calling a massive crowd crush. Taylor spoke to the crowd of Slipknot's November 11th set during the Welcome to Rockville Festival in Florida and stressed the importance of looking out for each other at shows. He said, "I'm not going to bring everything down, but I feel like it needs to be said. One of the wonderful things about this genre, about this audience, about this family, is that we look out for one another."
I'm not going to bring everything down, but I feel like it needs to be said. One of the wonderful things about this genre, about this audience, about this family, is that we look out for one another.
Yes, sir!
This is supposed to be a place of celebration, of love, and about looking out for one another. And everybody that's ever been in a fucking mosh pit knows if somebody goes down, you get them right the fuck back up.
And dude, that is so true. Like, if you have never been to a metal, and if you're watching us, you probably have, but if you've never been to a metal show or a rock show, man, it seems violent. People are like, oh, but they're pushing and all that stuff. Dude, it's so much love there. If someone falls, someone picks them up. There's no punching, there's no kicking. Someone gets hurt, people get mad. They protect each other, they look out for each other, and they do away with the people that are causing problems. You know what I mean? They don't
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And like, here's my problem about the whole thing with the Travis Scott concert, man, is that he has stopped concerts before because someone stole his shoes. He stopped the whole concert to get that person, you know, to tell the crowd to jump this person for taking his fucking shoes. All right.
Yeah.
He signaled for them to get a fainted man out of there, but didn't stop the show. So they're carrying this dude away. And it's like Charlie said from his channel, Penguins, he said, or Moist Critical, he said, it's like he was singing to the body being carried out.
Right.
But you didn't stop the show. And now he's, I believe he's offering the victims' families money for the funeral costs. So if you weren't like at risk or at fault for this shit and you didn't feel guilty, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he knows, and we all know, that's bullshit right there. You know, it's kind of crazy. And to everybody that was there, man, that's absolutely insane. I am sorry to hear that, but Cory had this to say.
So I want you all to hold on to the memory of those 8 souls that we lost. And I also want you to remember this. No matter what show you go to, if you got eyes, you keep them open, you keep them focused, and you look out for one another. Do you feel me out there, my friend?
So yeah, dude, what I think, man, is it's a cop-out, bro. You cannot put a price on anyone's life. You know, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I royally fucked up, so let me throw some money at it. Nah, bro, it don't work that way. Because, first of all, you had multiple people trying to get your staff and your attention to let you know what was going on. And your fucking cameraman flipped the fuck out and told everybody to get the fuck off the stage and get back. And you just continued on with your show like it was a normal part of the show. Bro, like that is it's absolutely unacceptable.
Not to mention, sorry to cut you off, but not to mention, just to add to that, they didn't do anything about the fact that people were sneaking in and rushing the gates and jumping over it, and they knew this was happening, which was causing a massive overcrowding, and they did absolutely nothing about it. So his team is just as much to blame as he is for everything. You got to take some responsibility here, and I feel like for anyone that's like, it wasn't his fault, it is. He bears responsibility. It is his show. He is responsible for the things that happen there, and his team is responsible for not addressing problems as they come up.
Yeah. Like one of the cool things that I saw, like, you know, everybody is still till this day mourning the death of Chester Bennington. Yeah. You know, rest in peace, fucking Chester, man. And you know what? They put up a video where I think somebody tripped in the mosh pit, and they, you know, the crowd was all swarming, and he stopped the show dead, and he was like, hold up. He was like, I can't believe I'm about to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway, because y'all motherfuckers should know better. When somebody falls, what do? And everybody was like, we pick them up. And he's like, that's right. When somebody falls, we pick them up.
Right.
Like, that is, like my man already said, that is like one of the most special things about metal and the metal community. Yeah, it's a way to fucking rage, get your anger out, get that shit out, bro. There's a time and a place for everything. But at the end of the day, the human nature of it all, you don't want to see anybody go down. You don't want to see anybody get hurt. And if it does happen, you have an obligation to your next man to be like, yo, hold up. Like, you know, and I don't know, dude, that's just like, it's really sad to see metal get all the hate that it does. Because if you really knew what goes on, if you really got to experience for yourself, there's no way you could think that.
But what this is a big shout out to Cory Taylor, because you can tell that it hits him in a spot, man, because they're on tour all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it hit him enough that he went on stage and talked about it, you know, paying respects and respecting, you know, the crowd for what they do, you know, and how they take care of each other. And I think it's awesome to know this, and it's awesome of him to even care, because a lot of people don't, you know, there's probably a lot of people in the world just don't give a shit, but he constantly shows you how much he cares about the things that goes on in the world, how outspoken he is, and how much he cares about you guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. And even not his crowd, he cares about everybody that goes to shows and watches music, and that is amazing. So the police chief had this to say on Twitter. Said, I met with Travis Scott and his head of security a few moments last Friday prior to the main event. I expressed my concerns regarding public safety, and that in my 31 years of law enforcement experience, I have never seen a time with more challenges facing citizens of all ages, to include a global pandemic and a social tension throughout the nation. I asked Travis Scott and his team to work with HPD for all events over the weekend and to be mindful of his team's social media messages on any unscheduled events. The meeting was brief and respectful, and a chance for me to share my public safety concerns as chief of police. As I have previously stated, our criminal investigation continues. We are asking for everyone to be considerate of grieving families during this incredible, difficult time. Please continue to lift them up in prayer. Yo, to Travis Scott and your team, man, you know, there's a lot of negligence going on, and I feel like the responsibility falls on your shoulders. To Cory Taylor, man, keep being awesome, dude. I guess you're going to keep being in our news and in our videos, but this has been Rock Hard News.
You guys stay tuned, man. We're going to give you all the news on your favorite bands. Stay tuned, stay metal, and remember, forks do not belong in electrical sockets.
They don't.